Yeah, I've got a clog, a near perfect, beautiful clog in one of my sinks. Yeah. I've been waiting a very long time for one of my sinks to clog up so I can film this, and this one will do just fine. Now, this clog is probably caused by that unfortunate affliction which has been plaguing mankind since the dawn of time. Hair and soap scum, which seems to bind it all together in a clog. I could also unscrew the retaining nut and remove the rod, thereby releasing the clog and just letting it wash away after you put the rod and the retaining nut back in. Whoa! Some people might lose their minds because I pulled out the pop-up plug without unscrewing the rod. It's okay. I just let mine ride on top of that and it works perfectly, and I have access to whatever is in there whenever it clogs up. It's good. You could possibly try to snag some of the clog with long nose pliers and pull it out. Or even make yourself a hook with a short piece of wire and snagging that and pulling it out with this. What I do most times, I use a drain auger. Now this one has been modified a bit. I snipped the end off because usually this thing has a big corkscrew ball at the end. I snipped the end off and bent it into a slight hook, and this works every time. Okay, you want to see what this looks like? There we go. There's still more in there. I'm gonna put this right there. That's about it. So apart from what's here, so there's like a goopy, soapy, scummy mess of hair, which isn't mine. So what do you do with this? It doesn't go into the toilet, it goes into the garbage, because you don't want this to snag somewhere down the line in your plumbing. So yeah. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is that you don't need any specialized tools to do this yourself. You know, even the drain auger I used is pretty much a glorified piece of wire with a hook at the end and a drill, but I didn't need to use that either. I just need to poke it in and pull it out. But sometimes it's not just hair and not as easily accessible. Therefore, the mighty plunger. As I've mentioned in a previous video, it's important to create an airtight seal. Air is compressible, water is not, which will move that water around, and that water will be the vehicle which will loosen that clog. Okay, I did try doing this with the plunger, and I filmed it. And it didn't work because, of course, this is hair just hanging off the rod. All it did was move crud and scum around. But if it wasn't just hair, and if the clog was a bit further down, yes, you would fill it with water, and then put your plunger down, expel all the air, because you want water to be the vehicle and not compressible air. But most importantly, you've got to block off the overflow. How would you do that? Well, there is good old duct tape, of course, or sometimes I will use paper towels, not toilet paper, because that's pretty much designed to break apart on contact with water. Paper towel, wet it a bit, push it in there slightly, and you still have to hold it down so it's not blown out when you're suctioning this. That works well if it's not hair. If it is hair, as was my case, well, you need to remove that mechanically with a hook or some sort of mechanism, or removing whatever's, keeping it in there. Yeah. In the immortal words of the great Krompen van Rijn, sometimes you can't choose your clogs, you just need to go with the clogs you've got.